I am Ali Abbas, student of MScs at Lahore University of Management Sciences. This video is part of semester research project for course of Problems of Learning. This course is taught by two professors, Dr. Muhammad Ashraf Iqbal and Dr. Yasir Hashmi. Topic of my research project is Problems in Learning, Relations and Functions. During this research, I investigated why students have difficulty to understand relations and functions. My research also includes the area that what should be the effective pedagogy and way of teaching so that students should learn these topics meaningfully. My work includes two phases. In first phase, I tried to sort out the problems which are faced by the student while learning the relations and functions. In this phase, I taught relations and functions using the conventional way of teaching. During the teaching process, I noticed the difficulties which are faced by students while learning these topics. After teaching, a test was taken to check the concepts of student. By analyzing the results, I sorted out some problems. I will discuss these problems on the next slide. In the second phase of my research, I designed this pedagogy in such a way that these problems should not occur and students can learn these topics meaningfully. I taught these topics using the new pedagogy. The new pedagogy depends on the methodology that concepts should be taught using the student-centric method. Real-life examples were quoted instead of using complex notations and abstract values examples. Now I want to discuss the problems which are faced by the students during the learning process of relations and functions. These are the problems in learning relations and functions. First one is the concepts of understanding the ordered pair. Ordered pair is a building block for all other concepts. Mostly students don't have the idea about the ordered pair and meaning of ordered pairs. That is what is represented by ordered pair. I mean students don't understand that what is represented by ordered pair. So it should be clear to student that we represent some type of relations using ordered pair. Second one is the importance of the order. It is also very important to have the understanding of order of the ordered pair. Student must understand the idea that if order of the ordered pair is changed, then relations which is represented by this ordered pair will also be changed. The above given two problems were observed during the teaching process. Next, repetition in domain. This problem was analyzed after taking the test. Notable number of students has the difficulty to understand this concept. Usually student misses the concept that no element has more than one codomain value. This difficulty is due to the concept that one range element may have more than one domain value. So some of the time, or we can say most of the time, students make these mistakes by confusing the concept of domain and range. At the fourth, there is problems to differentiate the concept of onto and into. These concepts in intermediate books are taught using complex definition and notations. Given examples do not cover the sufficient differentiating material, so this concept should be clear to student using appropriate examples with sufficient material. On the fifth step, there is difficulty to understand the concept of one-to-one mapping. This concept is not so much difficult to understand, but important thing is that before going to advanced concepts of functions, that is bijective functions and injective function, this concept of one-to-one mapping should be taught separately. Then move forward to the next concepts. At the end of these, there is a problem to understand concept of inverse of a function. Students also feel difficulties to understand the concept of inverse of a function. This concept is not so much difficult to understand. This concept can be discovered by the student provided that prior concepts are learned meaningfully. Now I want to discuss some of the concepts which are involved in these topics of relations and functions. These are the concepts. First one is ordered pair, then next one is the set of ordered pair which are not the relations. Then third one is the concept of ordered pair which are relations. Then there is a concept of ordered pair which is a functions. So every function is a relation, but every relation is not a function. Then the concepts of onto functions, then into functions. Then we have to introduce a new concept, that is one-to-one mapping, and as this concept is clear to the student, then go forward to introduce new concepts, that is of bijective functions and injective function. At the end of the discussion, the inverse of a function should be discussed, and most of the students should be able to discover this concept by themselves.